Lotus, what's up, Lotus? How are you doing tonight?
Hey Noble, thank you for having me up. I'm doing all right. How are you?
Of course, I'm doing well. Do you agree with what my auntie had to say in that video, or do you disagree? Why or why not?
I definitely agree. And I agree because I've been on both sides, like I'm not going to sit up here and act like I've just been like a great spouse the whole time. But now, when it comes to the reason behind it, from my experience, I would say because of upbringing. I was raised in a two-parent home, and I seen my mother serve my father, but I also seen her serve the church 24/7. I seen her serve the people at her job 24/7. Heck, I even seen her serve the people at my school. I went to a private school all my life, and I seen her, always showing up to all the PSAs, always showing up to the meetings, always wanting to serve, serve, serve. But yet, what seemed like a happy home on the outside to everyone else, it really wasn't that happy. Now, not to say I didn't have a good upbringing. I'm grateful for everything they've done for me, but I also seen that ugly side of it. I seen, the times where stuff was getting thrown in the house. I've heard the nasty words that were being said in exchange that other people did not. And from that being said, like naturally, I carried that on into my first marriage. And a lot of people, if you like listen to me speak or whatever, you know that I married out of rebellion. I didn't just marry because I was madly in love or whatever. I was rebellious. My family did not like him, rejected him, told me from the jump, this is not who's for you. I did not care. I kept pressing forward, and I ended up with my foot in my mouth. And so when it comes down to why women will serve everyone but their husband, usually sometimes it's because like they really don't want to be with their husband. That's not the man they want, because the difference between the man I'm with now versus my ex-husband, he I don't like he don't have to tell me to submit. We don't have to talk about it. I don't need to be persuaded. I don't care if I'm having like the worst day of the week. I'm still gonna make sure that right now he's deployed. So I'm still gonna make sure that I FaceTime him. I'm still gonna make sure that I tap in with him, but I'm still gonna make sure that I'm putting him first, because at the end of the day, he is providing. All right. Yes, we both work. Yes, we both have formal education. Yes, we're pursuing more things in life. But at the end of the day, when it comes to my home, I'm not that power hungry woman that I may show at my job, you know what I'm saying, or I may show in school. No, I am his peace, okay? So I come humbly, meaning that if he's having a bad day and I'm having a bad day, we're going to talk about his day first, because he can't be my band-aid. He can't protect me. He can't like even reassure me or uplift my self-esteem until he's uplifted. Okay. So sometimes as women, we always think it's just about us, 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 when in fact it's like our true power is once we do submit, once we humble ourselves to understand, okay, well, what do my king need? What do my baby need? What's going on? Let him talk. Then boom, that's when he's willing to go ahead and be like, all right, baby, you know what, I'm so sorry. I made this all about me. I was tripping over nothing. What's going on with you? I hear the tone. I hear like, the difference in your tone, stuff like that. So when it comes down, once again, like you said, back to the topic, when it comes down to the reason, yeah, that's what I would say my reason is. It's because she's really not with her match. Because once you meet your match, you're not going to put nobody before him. It's just going to come naturally. Like, I don't care about no job. I don't care about my professors. I don't care about, my colleagues. I don't care about my extended family. I don't even care about like my immediate family. Like, I care for them and I love them. But if my mom calling, okay, we talking, da 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 da, and then my man called, yeah, hey, mom, let
Call
me
you
give
right
you a
back.
call back. Right. Like, point given, like it's no facts. And then as far as the church, yes, I go to church and everything. But at the end of the day, if we planning for this, or we planning for this trip, or we about to invest in here or whatever, before I give my last 100 or my last like $50, no, I got to keep in mind like, oh, well, we got this on goal. So I got to put that to that. God knows my heart. I don't need no one to guilt me into giving. I can give in many ways. It doesn't have to be a 20, 50, $100 bill. It can
Right.
easily be my time. I showed up to church, right? I'm here to support, right? I'm telling other people about the church, right? Okay, I'm giving because God is looking at the heart, not just the actions. Yes, okay, make sure your actions are aligning with your words, but at that same time, He ain't looking at the money. So monies ain't nothing but energy. So if you transferring your energy where it's supposed to go, you are tithing, and that's what I have to say on that.
No, but Lotus, like I think he was in here when I said this when I was talking to the quad. Like I said, like stuff be going on not just in black churches, just like in like church in general. Um, like because like I think churches are like 501(c)s. Like guys, like you're like for those of you that like go to church or have ever went to church in here, like bro, the people that like actually like work for and are employed by the church, bro, they eat off of your offering, just in case just in case y'all don't know. Sigma, what's good, bro? So like you said, Lotus, like people like I was saying, bro, this it like some churches like traditionally they'll only take offering like at the start and the like end of the service, but like while that man is up there, he'll be saying stuff like, listen, we our but he'll be talking about the budget and saying that, if y'all give more, such and such things can happen in this, that, and the third. And like just and this is both men and women. Some people they just like, bro, the pastor damn near is God. Like whatever the pastor says is law. Like
Right.
you feel like when that man puts his hands on you and says a prayer, like it's just like, I don't know. You feel like everything that you ever wanted to happen in life is going to happen. And then
Right.
my whole thing with like the work thing is that like, yeah, like the work husband or whatever, like work bae, like, okay, y'all might work on certain projects together, like, and you communicate, at work based off of, whatever projects y'all working on that y'all need to communicate on. Y'all go to lunch and things like that. But like at the end of the day, that man is not like paying your bills. And even your manager, like your manager is not the one giving you your paycheck. You getting a paycheck from the company you're employed by, from the corporation you're employed
Exactly.
by. You're not getting a, yeah, that was mad lady Nicole. um that's my auntie. He's not like, he or she is not giving you a paycheck, like. And at the end of the day, what happens, Lotus, when your manager decides to let you go, or the company that you work for, the corporation that you work for decides to lay you off and let you go?
Or
Then
if
what?
you die, they're gonna replace you just like that. And that's what I don't get. And that's such a misconception, like in our community as a whole, especially when it comes down to the church. Okay, tithing is not just monetary. Yes, it's a discipline. Okay, it's a Christian discipline. Like take what resonate with you, but it's just not always in a monetary fashion. But because we seen our aunties, grandmamas, mamas giving their last $10 and everything growing up, we thinking like, oh, we got to do the same. That's how we're gonna get blessed, honey. Okay, if you giving your last $10, tell me what a blessing is. Because I mean, you can't be like, to me, you can't be a broke Christian. That's what my spiritual mother taught me. Like how I'm supposed to help the next if I can't even buy you a meal. If I can't even be like, oh, your kids ain't got no shoes. Well, let me bless you through my actions. Let me go ahead and get them a couple pair of Nikes. Boom. Not looking for nothing in return. That's how we use money as a resource. We're not supposed to just like depend on it and be like, oh, you use money to as a tool, to bridge people, to get what you need to and all that. But it's not just it. That's not just all that you have or all that you have to give. You have so much to give. You have service, you have your words, you have your experiences. And a lot of people don't know that. So we have to unlearn all of these wrong principles that we were taught, unfortunately, to relearn our truth. And that's what I had to do. And same thing with the work. Look, if I can't come into work, I can't come into work. I don't care about no PTO or whatever, anything like that. If my baby girl got her cheerleading, got a football game that she about to cheer at, I'm gonna make that game, whether you give it to me or not. Why? Because she's gonna remember the times that I was there, not the times like, oh, when my mommy, she worked and made sure I had everything she needs. No, she needs me. She don't need just, poppets and slime and toys and shoes and all that. She needs me to be present, and I'm gonna be present. Same thing for my man. If he got an event going on, he's getting promoted, something like that. Oh, you're not gonna give me my time off? Too easy. I know how to build a resume. I ain't worried about it. Cause a job is a job. This ain't my career. And so I ain't pressed over it. And just like you said, the moment I might die or I get sick or I can't come into work, what you doing? You got another orientation. You got
Replace.
another crew coming in. And so
Right.
why would I stress myself over you?
And that's how it's always been. That's why there's like age discrimination in the workplace. Like, bruh, like you said, God forbid something happens to someone, like, bro, they're going to have a job posting up the next day, waiting for someone else to apply, and they're gonna go through the interview process, and the same thing that you was doing however many weeks ago, somebody else is gonna be right in your chair doing the same thing. Like you're always replaceable, if you will, like when it comes to the job. So I don't know why
Exactly.
people
But like
I don't
with
know why
your
people, both men and women, be like trying to be like loyal to like the company that they work for, or like loyal to their job, or loyal to their career. Like I don't get it.
Because it's just a misconstrued principle that we were raised in, that we was like learned that we were taught coming up. And when it comes down to it, if we're not loyal to our spouses, whoever that may be to you, like to you, then I mean you're not loyal to yourself, because that's where the legacy lies. It's not gonna lie and you getting your retirement. It's not gonna lie and you like getting promoted to supervisor or CEO or executive, whatever. No, it's gonna be in that legacy of what you're building in that home. If you're not producing like kids who can actually go out and progress humanity with their talents and their skills or whatever, then what you doing? Like, I don't care how the kids got here, but if you're not like honing the children that you have, raising them in the right perspective that they need to, so they can be an impact to society and not a menace to society, then what you doing? Who cares about how many times you go to church? Who cares about how great you are at work? I'm looking at your children. I'm looking at your home. That's all I need to look at to understand a person. I don't care about your titles. I don't care about like what church you go to. I don't care what
Right.
job you work in. I don't care anything about that. Let me see your house. Let me see what's order in your house. Okay, you got this and this at the job. You got this and this at the church. You on the usher board and all that. But is your laundry done? Are your dishes done? Okay. Have you changed your sheets? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the carpet clean? Like, am I gonna be stepping on goldfishes and fruit snacks? Like, let me look at your house. Let me look at your children. Do they know how to say thank you, please, may I? Or are they just gonna look at me and not say nothing? If I say, oh, you so cute, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at, because that's going to tell me everything I need to know about you as wife, mother, person, father, husband, whatever, your home.
So what do you have to say? What do you have to say to the women that are like, well, I get paid at my job. Like my man doesn't pay me. What do you have to say? Like, what do you think about like women that say stuff like that?
Then marry your job if you feel that heavily about it, I guess. Like, I get, like, I'm not against women working because I
Me
work
neither.
myself. But when it comes down to that, somebody's saying, like, oh, well, my job pay me, not my man. Okay, but y'all not working together towards a common, like, goal or vision. Like, the job is the tool, right? But the man is the plan. Like, y'all the one that got the vision and the plan. So, I mean, but if you over here trying to make the job the main plan or the vision, then just let that man go be free and let him find a real wife, someone who can actually appreciate him. That's what I gotta say about that.
And again, like, but like, why? I don't understand why. Like, again, man or woman, I don't understand why anyone would be loyal to their job when you know for a fact that your job like is not loyal to you. Like I've said this before. Like anyone in here that like has a job, bro, like there's a possibility of you always losing your job. Like, as much as you like want to be in control of your destiny, like a lot of people really aren't in control of their destiny. Like you could wake up any day and whether like think like we just went through like, the pandemic. Like a lot of people like lost their jobs. Like a lot of people it took a long time for them to get, another job. Like unless you're self-employed and unless you're like really calling the shots, if you will, or you like really like, dictating what you get to do like with your day, like, you're at the behest of the company that you work for. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I don't know if you know for a fact that you're replaceable. I don't know why you would be like super loyal to, like, I don't get it.
And I feel like that's just kind of like, and I hope people don't take offense to this, but I just feel like that's out of ignorance when someone think that, oh, well, I need to earn my worthiness with this company or I need to be loyal to this company. Now, granted, yes, if you career driven and, you got plans and visions, yo, do you. Like, that's a different thing. But when it's just like a regular job, okay, like a little just, oh, I get my little benefits, get my little 17 an hour, whatever type job, then yeah, like your priorities are not in alignment, are not aligned. Because I mean, now once again, somebody else's priorities can be like, well, my job is my priority. Okay, cool. But why? You know what I'm saying? Because my priority is going to be stuff that benefit me. Yes, my job pays me, okay, but once again, it can replace me at any given time. So that is not like just my main priority. My main priority are the people who cannot replace me, okay, who will not replace me, no matter how ugly, how like, bad I get, how whatever, like good days, bad days, they accept me for me. They not just like, okay, I need to find a new mom. Okay, I need to find a new wife. Like, no. Like,
Right.
so that's where my loyalty lies at. And when it comes, and that's just my mindset, because family come first, not family come first as far as mama, daddy, and all that. No, once you leave, cut your tribal ties and you start creating your own family, yes, that takes precedence over a lot, because why the hell are you living if they don't come first? Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Why are you even creating a family if they are not going to be number one? Like, point blank simple. The job is never number one. As far
So
as church, I look at church as a hospital. I don't need to go every Sunday. Like, what I'm saying? I know I have my relationship, I have my knowledge, I know, my disciplines and my practice. But sometimes, we get broken. We get, we sometimes we are alone. Us, we're military, so we travel a lot. So sometimes you're just looking for that community that you want to kind of like feel comfortable and safe in, and that's fine. But once again, you ain't about to see me get my last just to a church. God ain't teach me that. He ain't teach
right.
me that at all.
So what? So like in your previous marriage, because you said that you think a reason that like women be moving like that, like how she described in that video, is because they really don't be liking the man that they're with, or they may be going through something at the time. In your previous marriage, like were you trying? Like, was there ever a point where when you were moving like that? Because like you said, you acknowledged that you were you trying to like at one point in time like get things right with him, or was you just totally like out of it?
Oh no, absolutely. So like we met when I was 19. I was married by 21. And when we started going through that rough patch, that's when I actually ran into my spiritual mother. And when I first met her, I was like, I need to divorce this man. That's not who I'm supposed to be with. Da 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 da. She was like, okay, well, before we go talking about divorce, why don't we look at ourselves, right? She's the first person to really like help me understand the view of accountability. She was like, let's look at our lives first. And then from there, that's when I seen that I had a whole lot of stuff out of order. So go figure why my marriage is out of order. So for 2 years, we worked. We did counseling. I did the positive affirmations. I did the whole, if I feel myself getting upset, I'm not going to say nothing right now. We're going to come together, talk and all that. And it helped for a minute. But once again, what's not meant to be is always going to surface. It's always going to like pull apart, and that's what happened with us. So we divorced amicably, amicably. Yeah, I know the word. Sorry, but we divorced, in a friendly manner. And when it came down to it, I never once requested or put him on child support. I never once, asked him to be present or anything like that. During the marriage, he was a great dad. After the marriage, he became a deadbeat. But I had to sit with that and understand that, okay, well, that's my fault. I chose a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? I chose to lay down with this man. I chose to marry this man, chose to have his babies, our kids. Okay, well, here I am. Now I'm choosing to choose better. Okay, and I have chose better. And now I am in a relationship that, I don't know, is much better. I ain't going to go into detail, but it's good.
Whoa. So Daquad just said in the comments that women need to treat their man like the supervisor. What do you have to say about that as a woman? So let me ask you this, Lotus, because listen, there are definitely men out here that they want to be like, despite the fact that they're like in a relationship with a woman, they want her to see him as a superior. What are your thoughts on that? Like, are you more so like we're partners, or are you more so like my man is a leader and I'm gonna let him lead? Like, what's your take on that?
And so as long as my man submit to God, I'm going to submit to my man, because he is to lead. He is to be the head of the home. I'm not trying to be the leader. I'm the leader at work. I'm the leader in school. I'm the leader, like, I don't know. When I come home, yeah, I just want to be the wife. I want to be the mother. I want to serve. And just because I say I want to serve don't mean I'm over here like washing feet and doing all this like whatever slave type stuff we have in our head. Like, no, but that means that yes, I am catering to my man and I'm doing it gladly and I'm happy. And I say that times 10. Like, he is to lead us. But the wrong man, if you submit to the wrong man, yeah, he gonna like mess up your whole perception or your whole understanding of submission. And then that's where you get the bitter, oh my gosh, I don't need no man, independent. Nope, you gotta earn my submission. You gotta earn. Okay, well, he gotta earn, but you want him to give. So why don't we have to earn his loyalty? Why don't we have to earn that leadership from him? Why don't we have to earn that protection from him? It works both ways. It's not just a one-way street, because as he's leading the home, I'm leading everything else as well. I'm leading the children. because we have two girls. So I'm teaching them how to be young women. I'm teaching them how to hold themselves. I'm teaching them how to carry themselves. I'm teaching them how to speak, everything like that. And then he's teaching them how a man should treat you. He's teaching them how a man should speak to you. So it works both ways. But at the end of the day, yes, I'm gonna follow my man.
Don't you think any woman that in real life, if she's like communicating with a man and he's like talking to her about submission and telling her like, yo, like I'm gonna need you to submit to me, don't you think she should run away from that man as fast as she can?
Yeah, because no man should have to tell you to submit. My man that I'm with now, we have never even spoke about submission, but
Right.
we know that it's present. Like if you got to be told to submit, then baby, you need to go. That ain't him. And
He's
vice versa for the
trying
men.
to
If you got to
be,
tell a
trying
woman to
to,
submit, she ain't the one because the right one gonna submit to you naturally.
I think he's trying to be a dictator if he says something like that.
Yeah, he just heard the word and he want the title so bad, but yet probably within himself he ain't even right because once again, a true king, a true man is not going to tell a woman that she needs to submit. He understands that just his presence alone, will make her submit.
So what is being what is as a woman, what is a man making you feel secure? What does that mean to you?
And so, yes, a man making me feel secure is basically like he's giving me his time, not all his time, because like we do work, but then also just like positive affirmation, meaning that like when I come home, like and maybe I done had whatever type of day or whatever, I can vent. I can like bleed on him. I could be emotional. I could be just my authentic self, and he's not gonna judge me. He's not gonna be like, baby, you tripping, you out. Now, yes, when I need to be checked, you know what I'm saying, at the right moment, he'll do that. But when it comes down in a moment where he sees that like maybe I'm emotionally disturbed or down and everything like that, he's just gonna simply come to comfort. He's gonna come like the analogy I use. He's gonna come be that band-aid for the boo boo. Okay. Like when I'm bleeding and everything like that, boom, I'm right here. What's up? And then once he see my esteem, my attitude, everything is all back on the upside, then yeah, maybe then he'll be like, all right, babe, like I'm gonna keep it a band with you. You kind of went a little overboard on shorty. You ain't have to say all that, da 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 da. And then I'll be in the right mindset to be like, you right. I was bugging. It is what it is. It's over. I know for the next time. And to me, that's what it means to be secure. And of course, you got the physical, meaning anywhere we go, like I feel safe. But overall, that's what it means to me.
Um is how important, like, I didn't see, because I always, when I be asking people this, I didn't hear you mention anything about financials, as like keeping a woman secure, and like, I know you can't speak for every woman, but like at least for yourself, like does finances play any part in that?
Yes, so I mean, because we're adults, all right. So we know we ain't just out here living off of looks. Some people are, but not everybody. And so yes, we work. And when it comes to main one that's gonna make sure everything is hitting on schedule. He is a breadwinner. He makes more than me. That's fine. And so when it comes down to it, he's taking over the big bills, whereas I get to use my money for either savings if we're trying to go on a trip, or if like Christmas coming up, I'm slowly putting stuff away, or like if I want to rearrange or decorate the house, like I can. That's what we agreed to use. Basically my funds for. And once again, I'm like the one who basically like, okay, today's the 13th. We got to go ahead and pay the cell phone bill. Oh, boom, 21st coming up. We got to do electric and Wi-Fi. Like that's how it works in our home.
Do you I don't know like what the finance situation was like, in your marriage, but um I'm asking you this, like pertaining to you and what you think, like for like majority of women. Do you think if women had to like contribute like financially to a household 50%, or shoot, even like 30-40%, like if they had to be using like, money from their paycheck to like, contribute to the household, do you think that's gonna make a woman either feel less secure or not feel secure at all?
Okay, so Of course, to each his own, but I do feel like it will make a woman feel less secure because a lot of women hold like finances to such a high like priority, which I mean it's important to an extent. But the only reason why I say that is because I've had friends who's been in those situations, and they'll come and they'll ask me, they be like, so I mean, I know we supposed to submit, be let the man lead, but if I'm coming 50-50, shouldn't I be able to like say what I want to say? And it's like, okay, well, you don't have to pull 50-50 to say what you want to say. You should always feel comfortable to say what you need to say within your own marriage or relationship. But as far as if somebody is feeling a type of way about finances, then perhaps either they need to go ahead and speak to their spouse about that. If that's not working, then maybe you need to retract and remove yourself from that relationship only because it's just going to grow into more resentment. All you're going to do is just feel salty and salty when you hear about your friends like, oh, my man that did this. Oh, my did this. Oh, we about to do this. And you steady sitting over here all bitter like, I wish I could afford that. Wish I could get my nails done this week. Wish da da da. Like it's just gonna grow into more resentment. So if it's really bothering you that bad, like I tell people, you go ahead and let go. That may not be your match. If it is what it is, maybe I'll come back around. Or before just of course walking out, speak on it. And if he not seeing eye to eye, or if he like, well, baby, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't feel like making more, I don't feel like progressing more, da 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 da. Okay, well then now you know your truth. And at that point, the ball is in your court as to what you're gonna do.
This is the thing though, Lotus. There's some women that they want to be in a relationship and have this security to where the man is paying, like he's handling like 100% of, like, the financial responsibility, um or damn near 100%. So they're working, and whether they're saving their money, whether they're investing their money, whatever it is that they're doing with their money. But they also, Lotus, they also don't want to be like cooking for them. They also really don't want to be like cleaning. They just don't want to be like doing certain things, despite the fact that they're being afforded the opportunity to not contribute financially. And then there's also men that, they are handling everything financially. And because they're handling everything financially, they feel that the woman shouldn't be able to tell them anything, because they are affording her the opportunity to, not contribute financially. So what are your thoughts? Because, like, I mean, this is my thing. If a man is like, being 100% like responsible for, like, the bills and all that, and especially if the woman is working, I still think that she should be like largely responsible for doing certain things. But if she just doesn't want to do anything at all, and she just wants to sit on her butt, and I don't think she should be able to tell the man anything personally.
Okay. So when it comes to my perspective on that, okay, so the woman who like wants a man to take care of everything 100%, don't want to do nothing. To me, that just gives laziness. I'm sorry, just laziness. You trying to keep up with some type of like delusional celebrity status you believe. It's like, all right, even Cardi B got to work. Like, I don't get it. And so that right there, yeah, like I say, I swipe that to just laziness. To the man who is providing 100% and feels like the woman has no say so, that's giving financial abuse to me. Because, okay, if you're providing 100% financially, cool. But let's say in this scenario, he's providing 100% financially, but I'm still upholding my wifely duties and motherly duties. Yes, I still have every right, just like you do. As
Mm-hmm.
far as voicing my opinion, you should never be afraid in any marriage or relationship to speak your truth. If I can't be authentic around the one who I want to share my life with, then I don't understand why I'm here. If I can't speak or speak how I'm feeling, my mind, my views or my suggestions, whatever, why am I here? And that's just how I feel about it.
No, no, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, I think, I definitely think there's men that got some, I don't know, some power tripping. I don't know. They got this little. I don't know. They're control hungry, if you want to say that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'd rather work than clean up behind a grown man. Working is way easier than keeping a house. So what's her name? Michelle. So I don't know what your current relationship status is, but isn't that a part of, like, let me ask y'all, I know you live with your man, Lotus, but like nowadays, like, do y'all want to live with the man that you're in a relationship with, or do you like want to live separate from the man that you're in a relationship with? Because um because y'all have been talking a lot lately about taking care of grown men and having to like clean up behind them, and how all these men want a woman to be their mom and stuff like that. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you're in a relationship, isn't there certain things that you should want to do? Like, shouldn't you like want to cook for your man? Like, I'm just asking. Like, so what's up, Akira? Akira, you said you do want to live with your man. Do y'all want to live with your man these days or no?
And so, like for us, I mean, we courted for like a year, and then that's when we actually decided to move in together. And I mean, once again, we're grown, okay? We're not like in high school. We knew within like the first 3 months, legit, of about us wanting to become serious. So from there, that's when we talked about, my children, and as far as my discipline styles and like what I expect and da 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 da. So then, of course, introducing them to the kids and seeing how they respond and react to him and all that. So we went through that whole spiel and that whole process before actually moving in together. And my own father told me that you should never marry someone before living with them, only because a person is different when you actually live with them. They're much different than living apart. So if you decide to just remain in two separate households all the way up until you're married, okay, that's you. But at the end of the day, you kind of want to still fully see what you're getting, what you're walking into.
So what up?
Hey Noble. Hi, Lotus. How are you guys?